Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, The Uncommon Truth. I am Des.
I'm Rod.
So the topic that we are going to discuss today is the benefits of social media in a relationship.
Is it the benefits or is how social media affects a relationship?
Okay.
Good and bad.
So we're going to talk about the good and the bad of social media affecting a relationship.
All right.
So basically, like all of our topics, this topic stemmed from a conversation we had a couple of days ago. So we decided to discuss it with you all. And how it came about was I was having a conversation, this was like a while ago, with one of my friends, one of my girlfriends, and we were talking about the followers that guys have. And me and her both, specifically her, she was talking about it with a guy that she was dating at one point in time. And she realized like he had a lot of women followers.
Were he following a lot of women?
He was following a lot of, it could have been vice versa. They could have been following him too. But either way, he had a lot of followers that were women. And it wasn't like your normal, everyday woman that you see in a grocery store or at a park. These were like what we call Instagram models. And normally, those type of women are normally like half naked on their photos or videos. So we was like, how that make, how it made, we were talking about discussing between me and my friend how it made her feel. And I kind of like just gave my opinion about how I would probably feel if my significant other, my partner, had a lot of naked women that he was following on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So that's how that conversation came about between me and Rodney. And so we decided to just discuss it with you all to see what you think about social media and having a relationship. It's been on social media. Can social media be a bad thing? Can it be a good thing? Can it be both? So that's what we're here to talk about.
Right. So I didn't think about followers versus being you following somebody. So I guess that's also something to think about. If I'm following a bunch of women, Instagram thoughts, whatever, versus that they're following me, because I think that dynamic changes everything.
Yeah.
If they're following me, I'm not sure if your friend were they following him or was he following a lot of Instagram thoughts?
Well, I don't specifically know because she didn't say if they were following him, but when she see him strolling
okay, so
on
he's
Instagram,
following a lot of Instagram thoughts.
Yeah, there were a lot of naked women,
right.
Half naked, I guess you could say.
Okay, so the conversation between us came up in the car, and she asked me about the people that I follow. I don't know if you saw me scrolling and you seen booty on my timeline, or you just piggybacking off your friends?
It was kind of both.
Okay, so she probably seen booty on my timeline.
Don't say booty.
Okay.
Say some
Instagram thoughts on my timeline. So
let's
she
just say women that are half naked.
Half naked women who may or may not be thoughts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, and she asked me, did I feel it was disrespectful to you, or to? It's not disrespectful to me. So I guess you asked me if it was disrespectful to you that I'm on there.
Right.
Is that what you asked me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, no. To me, it's not disrespectful at all, because you have eyes. She has eyes. She looks at men just like I look at women, because they're everywhere. I'm a man now. She's a woman. We go to the grocery store right now. We're going to see men and women. And if a man happens to be attractive, should I cover her eyes and say don't look? If a woman happens to be attractive with on some yoga pants, because yoga pants is probably one of the most revealing piece of clothing to me. Every time I see somebody in yoga pants, booty jiggling. So should I close my eyes? So to me, whether I'm looking on Instagram, Facebook, in real life, it's just a part of life. You're gonna look at something that attracts you, male or female. The disrespectful part, like I said, is if that goes into a conversation, if it's in real life, or a message in somebody's DM. And I
direct messenger.
Direct messenger, yeah. To me, it's better to be following these people online, because it's like a lot of these people, you can't get in contact with them physically anyway. Like, even if you did DM, a lot of people I follow, they like in like LA somewhere or New York. So to me, it's like it's not disrespectful. It's just human nature. I'm a man. I'm gonna look at, and just like if you see an attractive man with muscles, you're gonna stop scrolling for 1 second probably. Even if you don't like it, you may stop scrolling and then keep scrolling. But it's just nature to be attracted to the opposite sex. Is natural. Same thing, grocery store, anywhere. If you see somebody who's attractive, male or female, and you look, I mean, it's just what it is. Now, if you stop and you like, hey, how you doing? And you flirting, then that's where the disrespects come in. But so for those people that are like tripping that their spouse has, people on their timeline that's half naked or whatever, I think that is insecurity, honestly. Unless, I will say this also, and I ask you this as well, have you ever met somebody via DM, via Instagram DM, Snapchat DM, Facebook DM? Have you ever met somebody that way?
That way, like, what you mean, what way?
DMs.
Oh, that wasn't like, that didn't live here?
That you didn't know. Have you ever met somebody?
Yeah.
Did y'all like start hanging out?
No, we just talked briefly, but no, we didn't like hang out. But I'm not saying that can happen or it can't happen. Me personally, I think where the issue could come about is it really just depends on the person.
That's what I was getting at.
It depends on how your trust is with your partner. You could have a partner that you trust with all your heart. However, there is something, just like I said with me and my girlfriend when we had that conversation, there was something that made her like feel uncomfortable that he was following all those half-naked women. And it could be that she trusts him, but there could have also been something that triggered like, hey, I don't like that. Maybe a few of them, but if all you have is half-naked women on your Instagram, that brings some type of insecurity within me that makes me not want you to have those type of followers. Now, what Rodney was saying, as far as you can see that at a grocery store, you can see that whatever, I think it's a difference. Because, yeah, you may go to a grocery store and see a lady with yoga pants on, but she doesn't have a swimsuit on. So I think it's a difference between yoga pants or some shorts or a dress and a half-naked woman. I think that's very, very different. I think a half-naked women that we see on Instagram or Facebook are more enticing, And me personally, I feel like men are visual creatures. Am I wrong or right?
Yeah.
And so, if a man, now I'm saying not talking about Rodney, but I'm just saying in general, if a man sees something that he liked, he could react on what he liked. Or he could not react on it. But either way, if you want to know some of the negative effects on a relationship, I feel like that could be social media. When it comes to who you're following, that could be a negative effect on a relationship when it comes to social media. Now, let's go back to trust. Now, I trust that if Rodney does have those naked women that he's following, that he's not going to react on what he see, and that he's not going to want to slide in someone's direct DM, direct messenger, or direct messages. But it's just, like I said, it just really depends on the person. So that was just something that me and my girlfriend, we decided to discuss, or that we had a discussion on, and I brought it up to Rodney, and we just wanted to discuss it with you all. But I also want to say there is some positive effects on social media can have on a relationship. One I feel like is business. When you go on Instagram, you see a lot of people promoting their business, and I've seen so many couples start their business, start their podcast, start their YouTube channels, and they promote it on Instagram or Facebook. And that part, to me, I feel like is very it's just positive.
It's beneficial.
It's very beneficial. You know, it's not about you just using it for pleasure wise, or, you know, for leisure. You're bypassing the time by strolling. This is your business. This is something serious. You're not worrying about these half naked models on Instagram that's basically just trying to get a man's attention and trying to, you know, make money off of it. So I think social media can have some good effects on, you know, relationships, but I also think it can also have negative effects. And going back to the negative effect, I've seen people totally lose themselves from social media. For instance, you may go on your Instagram or Facebook page and you see this couple that's constantly posting each other. I mean, they seem like the happiest couple there is. They're always posting, I love you, this is my WCW. If you don't know what WCW is, what Women Crush Wednesday. And this is my MCM, which is my Man Crush Monday. But then you may not have that type of relationship. Your spouse or your partner may not post you like that. And you may be looking at your partner like, hey, why don't you post me like that? Oh, you must don't love me. Oh, you must be cheating. Or, you know, something negative is going to come in your mind if you see something that you're not doing that another couple is doing, that's getting all the likes in the comments, and they just seem like just the perfect couple. I feel like that is when the negative starts coming into your relationship, and which could cause conflict between you and your partner. So going back to the negative effects, I feel like who you're following can be negative when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, keeping or having a relationship. And also you following, becoming guilty with those those couples that's always posting each other.
I don't know what you
the false portraying,
right?
You know, and I'm not saying that all those couples are
not happy.
Are not happy. There may be a lot of them that are not, or that are happy, but just know that there also are a lot of them that are not happy, and some of them may just be posting their partner to make up for what they did behind closed doors. I'm just saying, women
right.
Specifically, stop making these celebrity couples, these Instagram people, these Facebook people, your relationship goals, because no relationship should be your goal. Only the goal is what you have. That's the only thing that should be your goal. Stop making other couples your goal, because you don't know what goes behind closed doors. You don't know what that couple has been through or what they're going through. They may be posting a happy picture like, hey, we're out in Italy enjoying whatever, but hey, they could have just had a fight the day before. Yeah. You know, so you just don't know. So when it comes to that, I do feel like that's when the negative of social media.
Right. And we know that to be true because I've seen so many couples posting happy pictures
right.
and stuff, and then months later, all the pictures are gone, and then months later they're posting somebody else, and now
women, we do that all the time. Why do we do that?
So that's why I don't. That's why I don't even like posting anything with me and Daz too often because of that. Like I just don't want to be. I'm a private person anyway, but I just don't want to be just posting our lives. It's nobody's business unless we make it their business. But I want to go back to another thing as far as the trust, and that's why I asked you if you ever like met somebody in your DMs. I think that's a conversation to have, because if as a single person you wasn't on that, oh, I'm meeting people in my DMs or my Facebook Messenger, it'd be idiotic for you to be in a relationship and now start that. Me personally, I've never met a new person in my DM or DM somebody that I was trying to hook up with on Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram. So me scrolling through ads or booty pics, it shouldn't be nothing knowing that. Like, if I haven't done it then, I'm not about to start now.
Right, but that could just be you.
Right,
we're talking in general.
I'm saying in general, whoever you are, you need to have a conversation with your spouse.
Yeah.
Or whoever they are. You need to talk, like, okay, but just to get an idea of what they did in the past. Because honestly, if they have been known to do that, if y'all met in y'all DM, then I get it. Then I can say, okay, yeah, I get why you may be insecure with your spouse or whoever he or she is on their timeline with all these different women, because you have a tendency to meet people online.
And you're right. I think men are kind of clueless when it comes to this conversation, because as a woman, I know that most women, when they post a picture, especially if they are single, they're posting to get someone's specific attention. And I've had it, and to answer your question, yes, I have had somebody slide in my DM that was new, and we just started talking. I have had that before. A lot of married couples have met on social media. So I just feel like a picture can be more enticing than what men kind of make it out to be. They make it just to be, oh, it's just something I'm looking at. I can see this at the grocery store. I can see this at the movies. No, you can't. Not the Instagram models.
That's what I wanted to say.
Not the Instagram models that I've seen.
Attraction is attraction. A chick in yoga pants, and I can see her thong at Walmart, is way better than an Instagram piece on a phone. It's a phone. I can't touch that. If you walking past me, I'm literally seeing it jiggle. The sexual attraction is the same. It's actually worse when you can see that in person. It's right there.
Okay.
As a man, I'm like, it don't matter. Like, if I'm turned on, I'm turned on. It don't matter where it's coming from. But it's just what it is. The disrespect, like I said, it comes with the flirting in real life or the flirting on social media. So to me as a man, I'm saying it don't matter, and it shouldn't matter. And for us specifically, it shouldn't matter because, like I said, I've never been the one to be in somebody's DM.
That may be you. That may be you. Every guy is not that way. Every guy does not have that much self-control, and that's what I love about you. That's their problem, but we're talking in general.
Right.
So that's what I love about you, is that, you know, I've never had, thank God, I've never had a problem where he did not have self-control, you know, that I know of. But we're pretty much open to talk about everything. So what we're saying is, just be mindful of how you treat your social media, but how you use your social media. If you're using it if you're in a relationship, if you're using your social media as some type of dating, to meet somebody, to hook up, to, you know, get someone's attention other than your partner, or to see something that your partner don't have, then you shouldn't do that if you're in a relationship. Okay, if you single, then by all means, you know, have all these naked women, and women, you can have all these naked men on your thing, and hey, you can even slide in one of their DMs if you like what you see. But as in a relationship, I feel that you really shouldn't have all that, because anybody, and like I said, Rodney, he's very good with self-control, but anybody can fall into temptation. I'm just saying, temptation doesn't discriminate against nobody. I don't care how much self-control you have. But I would also say you just gotta really trust your partner. But sometimes you can trust your partner and you just don't know. You just don't know. So that conversation that I had with my girlfriend, I could definitely understand how she felt about seeing the guy that she was dating at the time have all those naked women. It made her feel insecure. It would have made me feel insecure as well. So
when do you post selfies? Like at what junction? Like what makes you post a selfie?
When I feel good and when I look good.
When you look good, right. So here's another problem.
But I'm not posting a naked selfie.
You're not naked, but you post when you look your best. So
right.
Whose attention are you all trying to get? Women are always posting when they look their very best. And they have plenty of men followers. So should I say stop posting these selfies of yourself? You got all these people liking you.
I think that's
are you
different.
being disrespectful to me?
That's different.
Because you're enticing other men, whether you're naked or not. We're men. Y'all are women. When somebody look good, it's going to entice you.
I think it's different. Now, if I'm posting a selfie with my breast out, or you know, I got my tongue licking out, or you know, some type of exotic, that's different. That's gonna entice somebody. Now, if I'm just posting a selfie like, hey, look at me, you know, whatever, I feel like that is okay. To me personally, I feel like that's okay. Now, if a guy just so happened to slide in my DM, then okay. But I feel like if me and you are in a relationship and I'm constantly posting my butt out, my breast out, that's a disrespect to you, because one, I wouldn't want to draw that type of attention knowing that I'm in a relationship. That's making men think like, oh, is she in a relationship? I can't tell. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's a different thing when it comes to what you were just saying. Me personally, but y'all let us know what do you think? How do you feel about social media affecting, you know, your relationship or a relationship? Do you feel like it's a negative effect? Do you feel like it's a positive effect? Or do you feel like it could be both? How do you feel about naked IG models constantly on social media? Ladies, do y'all feel insecure about it, or do you don't? Men, how y'all feel about these naked men? You know, I mean, we want your feedback, because this is a really good conversation that me and him will probably not stop having, because we kind of agree to disagree on this subject. But this is a good topic, so let us know. And we're going to wrap up this discussion. So if you like the video, click like and subscribe so that you can follow us.
I like it no matter what.
Yeah. So you can follow us on our journey. All right, that's it.
That's it.
Peace out. Much love.